Good morning. I forgot to turn on the recorder again, so here it is. Overnight low, overnight high. We can see obvious uptrend for the day here. Took two trades this morning. We saw a high, retraced, ticked back up, went sideways, then bam, it ticked back up. We entered the trade right here and got up here for a 1 point scalp, didn't do much before we get kicked out of our runner, and see the same pattern again, high, retrace, tick up, and a really bullish bar, so we went and enter right here, and got a scalp right here, a runner, got one, two, three, about 4 point runner, so pretty good. Then it went up here, um, because this right here, I took it because there's obviously no support at the time I took it right here, right? It's basically at the tail end of the support, but again, look at this range that we've been trading in, and once something snap out of the range, chances are it's going to snap back in, so that's why I took that trade, and it resumes the overall trend. And you can see it there, it did that. Up here, you could have taken this trade, but it's right at the overnight high, and we're in such a good uptrend. And we're not too far away from the EMA. That's why I decided not to take this one. And it's kind of a doji, not like 100% doji, but kind of a doji. That's why I decided to opt out. It would have been a nice trade, but you know what? Live to fight another day. So we got two. Trying to get a setup here. We made a pretty good retrace here. Finally bounced back down, but looks like we're gonna be in a range for a while here. But here we are. Um, steep down and make an attempt to go back up. I won't be surprised if it retests the high again. Right here. We do have a lot of support. We're basically falling back inside this range again here. Okay, it fall back out. Here's a second level of support. It bounce off that. But as long as we have a higher low, I'm okay with going high as long as we tick back up. Again, a doji. Don't quite like it. So we ticked over. Might get it right here. We come back. Otherwise, I'll just place it above that. But since it's a doji, that's why.
Order submitted.
A doji right at the support. Not quite there yet.
Order filled.
Okay, so it actually went one tick above this one too. Not the best entry, but I do think it has run up here. But I just put my stop right there. I just don't like that doji too much. We could have put a stop right here to be sure we won't get stopped out. Yeah, let's do that. Not the best entry. I saw that tick up and I tried to get in. But in situation like this, it kind of a doji, it's kind of not. But I try to stay away from those. Now, as long as we can get over this resistance line right here to get out of this range, I really do think that we will test this high. That's a really good bar for us if it closed in green, or even the way it sits right now. Really, really bullish bar there. Just one more tick and we would be on our way to get our scalp. Right at the resistance, look at that. Right at the resistance. We need to be able to get over that resistance. That is surprising. We got in right there, and our sell is right there. That's actually 5 tick, not 4. We should have already gotten this scalp. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what happened there. But yes, my setup is that I get 4. Hmm, that's interesting. Not sure what happened. Yeah, we should have gotten our scalp already. Good to see that it's still rejecting this here.
Stop filled.
entry. I try to avoid that, but I'll reconsider it next time because it's right next to the support line. Form a second high. Okay. And then, but we set our stop loss right here and see what that does. It actually, if we were to, because this is really the signal bar right here, right? This is the first time it went over. So if we were to put a stop loss somewhere right here, this would have kicked us out. Um, but it didn't because we put it right here, and as a result, we got a successful trade. Now, it is a big risk to reward ratio, but remember the setup is give you a over 90% success rate. So if we keep on getting that, then it's okay. Okay, so looks like we're right back into this range all morning inside this range right here. So let's wait until it gets somewhere down here and then we can start fade it back to this side, maybe. So look at that. Can't do much with that bar. We could, it went above, but I'm gonna look to set up somewhere up here. I might even be comfortable with just placing an order right here and just let it go back up to the range because the range has been holding. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna follow the rules that we have. Okay, I'll be back and hopefully we get the next trade soon.
Order submitted.
Suggestion in here, but it's an obvious retracement down, steep downtrend here. Then we have some sort of retracement here, higher lows here. So I'm gonna try to get in right here. I think if it can start ticking up from this point here, we should be able to see it come up. At this point, I'm really considering playing both down or up because of where we are at. We are in a range, and as long as we can fade it correctly, we should be fairly good.
Order filled.
There you go. And we'll go down here. It's about 1, 2, 3, 3 point stop loss. Again, that's a doji. Normally I would skip that, but again, this was my signal bar. I do think at the bottom of the range here, we should have plenty of room to go up.
Target.
There you go. Did have plenty of room to go up. Okay, I'm just
Stop
gonna leave
filled.
it. Okay, all right. So the runner didn't do much. Okay, so there's fourth trade of the day. I'm not gonna trade anymore. Got things to do. So again, we took one here, all with the trend, right? I think after this, after these two right here, you can pretty much say that hey, you can play it as range. It's gonna hit somewhere up in the upper here, and it's gonna come back down. So if you have a signal at either one, either of these lines right here, the red or the blue, we should be able to take it, right? Unless you have clear indication that it's going to close and continue to go over the red, then the uptrend continues. But right now, we're just going to get stuck in this range. Okay, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.